It has been a while, YouTube. I am really gonna try to get back into the game. This channel is gonna be very different probably than it was before. I'm no longer going to be fully focusing 100% on my weight loss surgery. For a long time, this channel was purely documenting my weekly progress after weight loss surgery and plastics, and now we're just gonna mainly be focusing on weight loss overall because as you can probably tell, I have gained some weight. And I like to say we're never done. So this is just going to be a continuation of my weight loss journey in general, but I really kind of want it to be something different and new, while also just continuing on and being the same. Does that make sense? I'm gonna say a lot of shit that just doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So this is week 1, and I'm gonna try to get weekly vlogs up for you guys, and hopefully it all makes sense along the way. It is currently 5:01 in the morning on Tuesday, September 11th. So it's 16 weeks until New Year's. I figured now was a great time to start. I just got back from Vegas. I really don't have any other obligations, travel-wise or anything like that, until January, end of January, which is when I'm going to Los Angeles for the LA Fit Expo. So 19 weeks until then. I would love to be in incredible shape by then. And I'm just using this as motivation to really get back to where I am most comfortable, back to where I feel best about myself. It's not about that one event, but it is a motivator. It's definitely a motivator to get back on track. So without any further ado, I think it's time for me to step on the scale. I'm not looking forward to this. I've talked about this before. I can avoid the scale definitely when I know that I'm not doing the right things. So it is time to face the music. Shall we? Dun, dun, dun. All right, there we have it. It ain't cute, but this is our starting point. All right, now that I'm ready for work, I have time to talk to you guys for a minute. So honestly, that number was not a surprise to me. I know what I look like at 145. I had gotten back up to 145, I think it was sometime in February or March. And then by the end of April, I was down to 130. So I have gained 15 pounds in not happy with that, obviously, but moving forward. So let me start by saying this. I apologize if this is how you guys are usually going to see me in these vlogs, but I do have a full-time job. So I'm going to fit in this filming where I can, which is going to be sometimes before work, most of the times after work. So what are my overall goals? My overall goal, weight-wise, is to lose 25 to 30 pounds. I know that I felt best when I weighed between 115. 115 was the very lowest I ever saw on the scale, but between 115 and 120, logically, I know that I had zero muscle when I was 115, or very little. So I do know that I have gained muscle since then with weight training. However, my goal is not going to be to gain muscle over these next 4 to 5 months. That's fine if that's your goal, it's just not mine right now. And if I lose a little bit of muscle, that's okay. I also, though, will not just be eating at a very large calorie deficit and only doing cardio and not lifting weights, but just know that when people say they want to be more toned or they want to see more muscle definition. A lot of that times that doesn't mean gaining muscle. Like I said, sometimes it does, but most of the times that's people referring to losing fat, because as you lose fat, that's when you see your muscle definition start to come out. So that's gonna be my main goal, losing fat. If I get down to 125 pounds and feel flat as fuck, I'm not gonna kill myself to lose 10 more pounds. But knowing that I got to 130 with the muscle mass I have now in April, I definitely could have lost an additional 10 to 15 pounds. So anyway, that's the strict numbers of it for right now. So I did do some meal prep last night, so I suppose I can show you some of that. I'm not going to sit here and talk you guys through my macros and all that stuff, maybe in a later vlog, but not right now. So these are some individual servings of overnight steel cut oats. I have some cottage cheese here. This is just some chicken. This is better than rice, which is 15 calories for a serving, with some tiki masala sauce. I have some just regular ground, 99% lean ground turkey there, and I have some quinoa here. So as you can see, I put on the top how much a serving weighs. My servings, not serving according to the serving size. How much it weighs and how many servings are in a container. I do that for pretty much everything. I also have that up here for the rice. So I will be bringing some of this to work. I also have some raspberries down here that I may be bringing to work, but that's all I got going on for today. So aside from the food, I will be drinking a gallon or more of water. For those who don't follow me on Instagram and haven't heard me mention this before, I have completely detoxed off of caffeine. I keep saying the word detox, even though I hate that word. But anyway, I have completely taken myself off of caffeine. I do still drink decaf coffee sometimes, but I have a pot of decaf cold brew going over there right now, and it's not ready. And I told myself that I would no longer be paying for Starbucks, so no coffee today. So today is day number 2, and I already made a rookie mistake. I did not bring enough food to work today. So I was super lazy this morning. I have done meal prep. However, a couple of those things actually need to be like mixed together and put like hot sauce on them or something like that, like the turkey and the quinoa, or just like the chicken and the better than rice tiki masala thing. Like those just need to be mixed together and put into a new container. And I was so lazy this morning before work that I didn't even want to do that. So all I did was grab a cup of raspberries, a couple string cheese, my overnight oats, and some cottage cheese. And that sounds like enough, but I had to go right from work to a doctor's appointment. I'm in the parking lot for my doctor's appointment. My doctor's appointment is at 5. I'm not going to be home till like 6:30. So I had the string cheese and the raspberries. That was like 164 calories. I had the overnight oats. That was 260 something calories. And in true Lauren form, I left the cottage cheese at work. So instead of making a bad decision or starving myself and then feeling like I had to binge when I got home, I stopped at the grocery store and I got a turkey leg. And I took off the skin and I ate the turkey leg. So I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that. I'm proud of myself for not grabbing like a poor option at work. And I'm also proud of myself for not just saying, oh, well, you just should eat. You shouldn't eat. Or like, I'm proud of myself for not restricting my calories too much, because, you know, that can be a bad habit when you're getting back into a healthy routine, that you go too much in the wrong direction or too much in the right direction, whatever you want to call it. Too far. You go too far and then you fuck up, and it can be worse. I know it basically looks like all of these clips are from the same day, but I just wear the same blue scrubs and have been wearing this jacket every day. I am starting today with a decaf cold brew coffee. It is finally ready. I let it steep for 2 days. If people are wondering what my cold brew coffee recipe is, it's just 1.5 cup of grounds. You have to ground it yourself at the grocery store though, because they have to be coarse grounds. And I just use, I think that's a 32 ounce French press. So I do 1.5 grounds of coffee and fill up the rest with water and let it sit for 2 days. I got my recipe from Lindsay. Anyway, starting my day with coffee, finally. One of the reasons that I was really looking forward to this is because I'm not pooping sufficiently, which, you know, just makes me crabby and feel bloated, and you guys probably don't want to listen to this, but that's the truth. So I ran out of my magnesium supplement, so I need to order more of that. And I also just need to be better about getting in more vegetables. My next meal prep will definitely have vegetables included in the food. I think I might do a stir fry. That's a really easy way of getting in vegetables. We'll see, but Operation Poop has started. Okay, a couple things. One, the coffee seemed to help the pooping situation, at least slightly. Two, I just survived going to Trader Joe's without getting any of the yummy pumpkin stuff that they have out now. Not that I'm necessarily ever really tempted to get, I mean, how do I say this? Tempted sometimes, yes, like, oh, that sounds good, but I never actually buy it unless I'm really, really doing poorly. Because I know that I'm an all or nothing person and I won't just give myself a serving. I'll eat the whole thing. So, I just got some chicken, some light mozzarella, some egg whites, and some sparkling water. And I think that was it. So, pretty good. This is Friday, so 3 days in, I think. Can I math? Maybe. All right, it is currently 8:21 and I am ready for the gym. If you're new here, yes, sometimes I wear makeup to the gym, sometimes I don't. As you saw, for the rest of the week, I have literally worn no makeup. Sorry, I got distracted by a huge mosquito. Anyway, so I am going to a double class. So I'm doing a bar class and a Zumba class because it is my favorite instructor. So I'm doing those 2 classes, and then I will probably do shoulders after. I did want to touch on one thing before I head out. As you can see, I have lost 1.5 pounds in a few days, and for those of us who had weight loss surgery, that feels really slow. Even years post weight loss surgery, usually when I get back on track, I lose much faster than this. So I think that the reason, so faster isn't necessarily better, right? And faster isn't necessarily healthier. Faster feels good, but I think that this means that I am at a healthy caloric deficit right now, and I'm not doing something too extreme. Also, this is my first day to the gym, so I haven't been burning any extra calories to lose, to compensate for the calories that I'm eating. So anyway, mentally, I wish that number was down more. I also usually only weigh myself once a week. Some people are a proponent of weighing yourself more. Some people are a proponent of weighing yourself less. I do know that when I step on the scale, it's not just a piece of data for me at this point. I wish it was, but it can affect my mood. So I am someone who I can't weigh myself like every month. That very easily turns into me not weighing myself at all and putting my head in the sand. But once a week or twice a week is about as much as I think that I should personally weigh myself. You might be different.
Okay, so I was actually not feeling Zumba today. For some reason, I was feeling a little like nauseous and just like, I don't know, not in the mood. So I did my bar class, and then I did shoulders, which was actually really tough. One, because I haven't done shoulders in a while, and two, because we actually did some shoulders in bar. And then I did 20 minutes of intervals on the treadmill. So I'm about to head home, shower, and get on with my day. I haven't been showing you guys what I've been eating, so I will try to show you a little bit more of what I'm eating today. I have not eaten yet. I have had my decaf coffee with unsweetened almond cashew milk in it and like a couple teaspoons of sugar-free hazelnut syrup. And I had some BCAAs and magnesium during my workout, and I'm about to have more. Honestly, after I work out, I'm not hungry. So I am probably gonna go home, shower, do all that business before I actually eat something. So let's go home. I'm pretty gross right now.
Alrighty, I have showered. I have done a little bit of makeup. I've gotten dressed. I have sat around and done nothing, and it is 2:12. So this is my first time eating for the day, and I can honestly say I am hungry right now. So let me show you what I'm gonna eat. It's not gonna be pretty, but it's gonna taste pretty good. So this is just 99% lean ground turkey. I'm gonna do 96 or 97 grams of that, because before this was cooked, this was a pound. So that means that there were 4 servings. That means that that was 4, sorry, ignore the eyebrow makeup that I have on my hand. I tried to wipe it off, but it's waterproof. Squirrel. 96 or 97 grams per serving means that that was 4 ounces when it was cooked. Now it is a little bit less. 60 grams of cooked quinoa, which is half a serving. I'm gonna do 1/4 of a cup, quarter serving of Greek non-fat yogurt. So that is going to be about 57 grams. And then to give it some actual flavor, since none of those things have much, I'm going to put some of this Trader Joe's yuzu hot sauce on it. It is really, really good. And then I'm going to be running errands, doing some returns. So I'm just gonna bring some cottage cheese with me in the car. And you're probably like, Lauren, cottage cheese is not a portable food. Are you gonna have like a cooler in there? Nah, I'm just gonna bring it with me. I'm a nasty bitch. So what? Okay. I have not been nearly as active on this vlog today as I thought it would be on my day off. I have not gotten in enough food today, but I don't tend to be one of those people who worries about it too much, just because I know that some days I am ravenous and some days I'm not hungry. So I guess if you want to put a label on it, you could kind of say I calorie cycle. I don't like to put a label on pretty much anything I do, so I just do what works for me. Sunday, day 5, technically, I think. Getting there.